But right now, it's all 5 members. Not a great position for Gen G to try to go for this retake. They have to go through this choke point with several members. There's one right click going on for 2, but the trade not quite there from Izu. Meteor will make sure he fills the gaps. And now Gen G, they've taken over backside, but they are down in numbers, very low on health on both sides. Buzz gets ahead of it. Do they know? Meteor holding on to the site. Karon, the master of the truck here on bind. But there's the pop flash. He's not able to approach. And surely he doesn't have a way out as Buzz gets a 3K. Meanwhile, slow creeping. You look at the sheer wall, really just meant to watch the flag. Oh, okay, still gets a trade from Texture. Still at full health.
Flash set up, Meteor just coming back in to hold on to Lamps. Some classic shots out from short with Karon at the back. So T1 just kind of forced to disperse, but they are able to come back in and refill. They've got those rifles. They're looking for the sprays. Meteor does find one. Carpe onto the next and in towards the final one. Yeoman just hiding around the edges of the smoke and also meeting each other force to force. Still though, bit of a high-low setup and T1 will be able to collapse. That's Texture gone. Karon tries to hold the angle now to hold that space even further, but T1 doesn't let it happen.
Yeah, Gen G going out 1 by 1, just trying to take the fight. Waiting for it. No ult just yet from Gen G though. They identify the boombot, they hear the ult orb, they're ready for the pinch, but not quite fast enough. The Phantom dropped. Foxy9, he picks it up. Outlaw at the ready. Same with a Phantom. No, he switched it out. 2 Phantoms waiting. There's the flash, buys time, gets information that he has in fact exited the TP. All lies here on Showers. Gen G's just waiting for the opening shot and it's not gonna happen. Hope dashed as now the 3 members just look for cheeky kills, but they will not find him. And Karon, Texture, all falls. It's meant to be the peek out from Munchkin and Foxy9 swings for the trade. Can they get it? The Steel Garden comes out. He can't. The flash is there. He doesn't find a single target. And Munchkin can't connect onto 2. It's just a 1 for 2. Karon all alone in Lamps. He gets a kill, but he is stranded. Stim pack activated. Make sure he can dance around. Teammates coming through. A timing. Texture fires the rocket. But it's not going to land. Yeoman will have to be the one that gets the cleanup. Checking all around. Triple. Meteor pushed in. There's the Nightfall. They know exactly the location. But look at Meteor. Look at Meteor going around. He doesn't even need it. But they know the location. Can he stay alive? Paint shell's coming out. It's just an absolute pinch onto Texture. Nobody has vision, but Stax will find his targets. Foxy9 staying alive, but Stax and Izu answers right back. And Gen G, they just can't slow down the squad of T1. Karon stabilizes with another kill, finds another headshot, but only damage done. Because you have to wonder, does Gen G at some point use their second time out? Stax ready for it.
Yeoman sent out a Prowler down B long as well, and I think it didn't go deep enough, so T1 not quite noted from before, but now absolutely, with the snake bite being spent from Munchkin, trying to hold and delay them off, but T1 continue forward, straight in towards Hookah. Good launching pad for Buzz, straight into the site. Not checked from underneath though, Munchkin able to come up huge with a double. Izu answers right back. Texture not able to collect. Izu off for the next kill and a mosh pit to slow them down.
To try to get a point on the board. Dizzy out. They start their retake. 2 people already in the back of site, but Izu, he's just been dancing around. Stax doesn't have to worry about a thing, but Foxy9 will not be able to finish the job. He's had his crosshairs trained, but won't find his target. Once again, the weaponry not there for Gen G. You just have Munchkin with a judge and Karon now with a Guardian in the site. Counter Thrash, Thrash for Thrash, both people detained, but Karon lands his shots. He's still got the Guardian online. He's still on the site. T1, they might have gotten the kills. They will finally clear the site. Texture, he snuck in, he's been spotted, but he's got the Guardian. He lines him up. Resets. 1v2 on the site, lands another shot, but he sets up the 1v1. The Gen G classic pushes him out. Munchkin closes the gap. But what a good reposition! Outside of it, Meteor gives that information. It's an immediate push into B long. Gen G, is there a rotate? It begins, but is it going to be there in time? An amazing pop flash, but no kill found. Munchkin waiting as long as possible with the snake bite. Yeoman doesn't spot them. They're in the smoke. They're all ready for it. And T1, they just break out into just a spray of bullets. If you're Gen G, he's thinking about it. Oh, just too far jumping out. Munchkin, meanwhile, gets a long-range kill on B long, but that's already the sign to enter the site. Foxy9 stabilizes. There's the orbital strike. Meteor Takes a little bit of damage. Down to 21 HP, but he snuck through. They have no idea. Foxy9 starts trembling, and Meteor gets cleaned up by Munchkin. Izu with a wraparound. Same with Carpe and Yeoman. He senses it, but can he have the timing? He does! He finds him. Izu, a surprise kill. Half done by Karen. He trusts in Yeoman! Trying to get the troops rallied, riled up, ready to go.
Oh, T1 though.
This time out of hookah, one of the most dangerous ways to execute onto the site, but we'll see if it works. The Dizzy, there it is! A quick 180 with the showstopper, and Buzz is, oh, what in the world is that? Mr. 4K himself gets 4 on the site. Takes time, keeps Stacks at bay. There's the Dizzy. Stacks hides away from it. Is it a peek out? Foxy9, he gets spotted, and Genji Texture!
This trio of T1 tries to launch something in towards A main. Still though, Stacks now already noted. Flash is not quite available now. Nightfall sent through as well from Yeoman.
Only tags 1. That might be a little bit of misinformation because the rest of the squad from Team 1 was already nearby. Arcros set up. It does get popped. Molly at the ready, but here comes the Thrash. Gen.G, can they separate long enough? Buzz gets onto the site. He is aware of the position. Meteor takes down Yeoman. Karon hiding, takes out Meteor. He still does everything he can to defend this site. He's blinded, but he'll hold on. He'll hold true, and the backup has arrived. 4v3, Spike not planted yet.
Just looking to truly survive or die left on this hill as long as his teammates arrive on time, and now they're here. Now they push out. Karon starts it off. Texture continues to swing and catching on to 2. Izu the final death. T1's pushing out.
They're waiting for it, but Foxy9, he doesn't have an escape. He has to at least get 1 kill. He will, and it will be a trade.
Izu.
Yeah, and Gen.G, they think with the silence that T1 would bite onto a rotate. And T1 had considered it, but Stacks is back, but it's a clean shot from Texture. The site weakened.
Gen.G plays around it. Texture, he allows himself to get noted by that 0 point. The rest of his team, though.
Carpe
back into Ratuka, and Carpe goes down.
Now Stacks all alone, and Gen.G, no matter where they go, they'll have an absolute advantage. Stacks has to do the impossible. Haunt comes out right under the tube. He's been spotted, marked, down to 1 HP. There's just too much to cover. Meteor knows it. He has to start going for it. They hear the footsteps.
Bit of a Marshall from Munchkin as well to lock out the angle in towards Baths.
Munchkin steps away. Buzz, that smoke will run out eventually. And the Vice gets taken down, and that should be the signal. But do they recognize the trouble? So many players have been sitting here. This time Buzz trying to sneak into the smoke at first. But Munchkin still inching forward. The timing has to be right. There's the Prowler, a close check. Buzz gets 1, but that's going to be it.
And not to give Gen.G too much. They have an advantage, and they don't want to throw it away.
More of the creds, a little bit more of the old points as he's already got 3 on the board. He has time, but it's a nice little crossfire. If he does get even 1, would be impressive. He gets both! What in the world? Buzz. He's just focused, laser focused on the 1 angle. They start to hear the advances. Buzz just does not want anything else than the 1 target, but he gets chipped. 61 HP. Now they're trapped in showers. It's just an absolute pinch. Carpe opens out an exit. Back onto the site they go. There's the C's. Buzz, he's been decayed, but he will survive. Nobody spraying through just yet. Foxy9 wants the spike. He needs to pick it up.
And hopped on over. Running out of time though, and Karon has to go at some point. Buzz, Carpe, they're still locked in up around the sides. Karon initiates, but still Foxy9 going through for other trades. Stacks finds one right back. Pop flashes over, but the spike goes down anyway. A Dizzy sent over from Izu. They shoot it down, but Meteor comes up and initiates off of the fights. Carpe jiggling for info as well.
It's just a full-out send here from Gen.G. They've waited, and they're just trying to bait that out. A timing miss here. Carpe barely getting out with his life, so Lamps has to be given over. Showers Buzz all alone. He gets regrouped with Carpe, but they're both going to be a little bit weaker. Carpe gets taken down. Buzz reclaims that position. He knows there's too many, but he just has nowhere to go. 2 people waiting for him. Spike already planted. Meteor deeper in than the opponents suspect. That's 1 member down, trying to create a crack in the armor here. The pop flash, it doesn't hit, but it's still going to lead to the kill. Karon good for a trade. Now a 3v2. Stacks down to 46 HP.
Moves up around the sides, goes in for the defuse, at least tries to stick it halfway, but Gen.G pushes up Yeoman and Karen.
And when will they discover it? Creeping up for now. Spots Meteor! Well, they don't need to find it anymore. It's right there, laid bare, not active. Stacks, waiting with a Sheriff in hand. They know Buzz has been in showers. Munchkin has the map downloaded. He knows the positions of T1. The eco round. Sheriff not gonna do the job. Munchkin even waiting for the flank. I mean, everything read through.
Oh?
He gets one kill, but just a classic, okay. Picks up a Phantom.
Nightfall sent through, Buzz continuing to kind of hold his spot, maybe pushing further to set up a bit of a flank. T1 arriving on the site, Texture pulls out the showstopper. He's looking for Buzz.
Yeah, but the no command shuts it down. Meanwhile, you do have Munchkin on the other side of the map, but the spike has already been planted. Does he catch sight? He doesn't quite, but the shear wall should have been tripped, and there's Texture, swings out! Doesn't give Buzz an absolute chance at all to fight. Orbital Strike has been used to clear out lamps, but Texture still holding showers. That's created an opportunity for Gen.G. T1, they try to answer back, but there's so much post-plant. In fact, using it now as a delay. Stacks holding close. He's the one who has to get the kill. They know he's close because of that 0 point. He's given himself away, and Yeoman confidently takes his shots. That should be the round. No chance to sit on the defuse. Waiting. He'll throw it out off the paint shells, but they have to give up the site, and that's a quick entry here from Gen.G. Oh no, they cross paths. They don't know about Buzz! The showstopper only finds one, and he immediately gets gunned down. The least of their worries here on the side of Gen.G as they take out the member in Hookah. Wingman goes out to clear out the smoke, pushes T1 back, but they will not be moved. They will hold on to the site! Over by a short as well, so the pinch won't be perfect. They're getting closer. Surely some util. There's the Prowler, waits for it. Shot fired. Boombot trying to delay. Gives him an opportunity. Another peek out right before the Wingman. Yeoman down. No more fade. No more info. Buzz, does he go for another? He waits. He goes. Takes the shot. It's a whiff, but the shorty in hand. There's the peek out. Steel Garden now forces Gen.G out of this fight. Spike still in hand, but only 25 seconds. Your teammates are over by B, but can they even get in? Charon stabilizes, but the spike, can it get there? They have to take the long way around. Foxy9 sprinting, but I don't think he's going to make it. It's just too far. They take the safety. 10 seconds counting down.
It's going to be down to the wire.
You have to land on the site. The spike is dropped, and so are the hopes of Gen.G. But it's going to be a 5-stack onto B. Gen.G just going to play on a timing. No info on the other side of the map. All in onto this side. Carpe spots him, has to duck out. Smoke up, trying to anchor down on the site. Jumping out of this window is going to be so dicey. They do have the pit, and it's going to be used right above, all the way into the site. There's the showstopper. What? It? Carpe ducks right under it. How does he stay alive on this site? He's still alive in elbow, keeps things alive. Karen and Foxy9 answering back. It all comes down to this spike planted. One retake. T1 loses Carpe, loses control of elbow. Buzz has to get the shot. Meteor trying to get ahead of it. He gets it. No, Foxy9's ready for it. And now Meteor all alone. He's been tagged. The Dizzy sounds the alarm. And this should be another round for Gen.G. Another chance. T1, they'll push out of Hookah. They don't want to be trapped with false information. Izu going for the check. Texture, he gets one. He suspects another, but Carpe's holding close. I don't think you expected. The movement was good, but Texture's got a Phantom. Meanwhile, the execute begins. Foxy9, yet another kill on the board. Spike, they go for the tap. They wait for a reaction. Wingman sent out for safety. Munchkin lands the shorty.
Ooh.
This time for Buzz. It's a face-off. Buzz is already in position. And Texture, can you land it? Buzz flicks right onto his arm.
Think twice.
You gotta send the thrash. You have to just use the movement. You have to send it. You have to chase him out. You have to land the detain. Doesn't quite chase up. Oh, he dodges it. He's got the op back out. Paint shows to delay. His teammates have arrived. Gen.G, you still have 50 seconds. They need to stay calm and cool as T1 now waiting, just a couple kills away. The outs go out, and it's down to Foxy9 all alone, and he goes!